Hey, cowboy, American beer?
If you're hearing our voices, that means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where we watch the worst movies from trailer to end credits, scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared.
Yeah, I'd have American beer.
With me?
Yeah, anytime.
Thanks, cowboy.
Anytime. Okay, so we're back with our full breakdown of the 2018 Netflix Jared Leto movie, The Outsider.
I know everyone was very anxiously awaiting and excited about us doing this one. So
Yeah, is that true? Or
I'm just making up hype now.
hearing word in the streets that, you know.
That's right. That from our street team,
Our street
the
team,
ITMT
right.
street team.
That's right. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Don't worry. We'll talk more about them later.
Okay, great. I'm glad. So happy to see you. Okay, so yeah, Outsider 2018. No one really liked it. We're going to talk about.
Well, no, that's not true.
That's not true. It's not true.
Critics didn't like it.
Critics didn't like it. The
People
overall
seemingly loved
liked
it.
it. Yeah. Yeah, based on comments and everything else. But we'll get into it. You want to give a quick what the heck is this about?
In case you forgot, didn't listen to the trailer trash, go back and listen to it. And I'm going to read the crappy IMDb one again, and then probably also the Google one, because the IMDb one is asinine.
Oh, it's stupid.
An epic set in post-World War II Japan and centered on an American former GI who joins the Yakuza.
What? Like, who wrote that? Who wrote this? Show yourself.
Finish your sentence.
Yeah, finish your sentence.
So what it's really about is after World War II, an American POW stays in Japan and works his way through the rituals and hardships of the Yakuza to become a member of the crime organization.
That's much better. I mean, the IMDb one is not wrong, really, but
well, it has the words.
Yeah, it has the words. I don't know if I'd call it an epic either. Like, trying to make it feel like it's like a Goodfellas kind of, like, you know what I mean? Like, it takes place over like a long time. You know?
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't.
That's right. It doesn't.
Right? It's like a year or something. I don't know, 2 years or like maybe. Not even.
Right. Exactly. No, not even.
Yeah.
And also, I'm going to nitpick. I don't think you could call him a GI. I think he's a Marine. I feel like GI is like Army, isn't it?
I thought he was in the army. Was he not in the army?
No, he's a Marine.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I'm gonna call foul on IMDb twice.
Also, like, whoever's putting these things in, just Google the movie and then pull it from like.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
pull it from the website. Like,
yeah, like just don't make things up.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Clearly, you're doing it wrong. So, all right, enough of that. Expectations from the trailer?
Yeah, I think we nailed it.
I think we did too.
I don't remember what we said.
We had a thing about a Pete dragon, friendly dragon. Yeah, Pete friendly dragon was actually dragging him from the prison.
Did that even happen in the movie?
I mean, there were conversations about dragons.
True?
Him being dragged. Yeah, that did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I must have blinked.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, right. And Truman Show.
Yeah, Truman Show.
Yep, that all happened.
Yep, that was nailed it. He doesn't die. Spoilers, but should have.
Yeah, great point.
And the love interest, not the daughter of the boss or the granddaughter of the boss, but
we're all the daughter of the boss.
That's true. That's true. Not wrong.
But you're right.
But does have a relationship with his now Yakuza brother.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, we nailed it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Great job, us.
And if you don't think we did, send us an email.
Go fuck yourself.
or do that. All right, quick info. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
This is directed by Martin Zandvillet.
Okay.
Zandvillet?
I'm not going to help you.
Okay.
Zamblier.
Yeah, you're just gonna leave me out here on this island by myself, aren't you?
I think Zamblier.
Zandvillier.
Mm-hmm. Martin Zamblier.
Yeah, he directed it. He
from France, right?
Maybe. Sure. Why not? Nope. Denmark. You're so close. So close.
Tomato.
Yeah. It looks
France,
like he
get
was.
At me.
It looks. Your tower and shit. It looks like he was more of an editor. Done a lot of editing work, but he's directed 9 things. He's got 2 things coming up.
Okay.
Nothing I think we would know. Maybe this is more, we wouldn't know any of these. Probably came cheap. So
Yeah, I don't know any of these things.
I mean, shot just fine. I had no complaints about how the movie was like, it wasn't like jarring or like that.
I've had way worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought, it was a perfectly adequately shot movie. Great job.
Yeah.
Gave me the noir vibes that I think they were going for, right?
Yeah, they could have leaned into it more, but we'll ameliorate about that later.
Definitely.
But the person I think we have the biggest bone to pick with here, screenwriter Andrew Baldwin.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Andrew,
is he a Baldwin? Of the Baldwin fame?
I don't know. He might be.
All right, we have to know that.
Okay. Well,
don't you think?
Maybe. I mean,
all right, I'm looking it up. Hold on.
While you're doing some heavy investigative journalism there. Andrew here is only written 3 things.
Yeah, I'm going with he's not that kind of Baldwin.
Not that Baldwin. Okay. Yep. I'm not that Baldwin.
He's not that Baldwin.
So he's written 3 things, Outsider being one of them. He did something back in 2016 called The Take.
What is that?
The Take is, this is another Netflix one, also known as Bastille Day. This is with Idris Elba.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't think I saw this
one.
Is it
good?
I don't
Idris Elba's always in good stuff.
Yeah. Might not be good, but it'd only be good because of him, is my guess.
Right.
So
interesting. Okay.
This TV series called Invasion, he's written some episodes for.
Oh, that's supposed to be pretty good.
Apple TV Plus.
Did I watch that?
Came out in 2021. Supposed to be pretty good. Yeah, he worked on 5 episodes. And he's got 3 things coming up. So he's fine as an untitled Jeremy Renner Bourne sequel. We're back. Guess what? Yeah. I'm back.
Does he still have both legs?
I'm clear. I think it's all CG at this point. So
Jeremy Renner, send us an email.
Let us know.
Is that mean? Am I being too mean?
Maybe. I don't know. I hope he's doing well. I hope he's recovering well. I hope
yeah.
So I mean, I have nothing wrong with Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
Okay, we're moving on.
I don't wish him harm.
No, absolutely not. He's an Avenger. Come on, man.
Right. Yeah. The worst Avenger.
I'm gonna go and hopefully not butcher names here, but no promises. Who's in this movie? So we got Jared Leto. Is that pronounced correct?
Yeah, close enough.
Not our guy. Not our favorite Jared of all the Jareds that we know, right?
What?
Jared,
friend of the pod. That's right.
But friend of the pod. Yes, he was in a movie Morbius, which is equally terrible.
We'll talk about that.
Okay. He plays Nick Lowell. Okay. And then we got
strong name.
Yeah, then we got Tadanobu Asano. Is that where we're going with the last name? Asano there? Yeah. He plays Kiyoshi. He plays like his inmate buddy in prison. They help each other, and that's how Jerry gets pulled into
the only good character in this movie.
Yeah. Then we got Kippei Shîna, maybe plays Orochi.
Okay.
Right. We got Shioli Kutsuna. She plays Mayu. Or is it Miyu or Mayu?
I think it's Miyu.
Miyu. Yeah. That's the sister of Kiyoshi. You can probably already see where this is going, where this movie's going to go. Yeah. Min Tanaka plays Akiro, who's the Shiromatsu boss, right?
Yeah, that guy's pretty good too.
Yeah. And then we got to round out the
friend
cast,
of the pod.
Friend of the pod, Emile Hirsch. What are you doing here? Why are you here? What are you doing here?
I don't know.
He plays Paulie Bowers, old GI buddy of Jared Leto, I guess. We'll get to it.
That was Emile Hirsch?
That was Emile Hirsch, yes.
Listeners, if you're new to the pod, you may not be familiar with how much I can't recognize anyone, which works to my advantage most of the time because I get to enjoy movies as they are intended to be enjoyed.
Yes,
really
I cannot. Yes, I cannot. Because I see people, I know who they are, I know what they've done.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, you know.
Emile Hirsch, huh?
That's Emile Hirsch. He was in that. He was in that Hurricane movie we did so long ago.
Yeah, with Mel Gibson, the enemy of the pod.
Gross! What a terrible movie. There's a hurricane coming.
Yeah. Wait, but that one did have a sweet ocelot in the closet or something, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
there was a big cat in the closet. That was the main plot twist at the end.
And it just nothing made any sense. It was like just throw it in a tornado and call it a cat tornado, catnado.
Yeah, great movie.
And then rounding out the cast here, we got Ray Nicholson, plays American Stockbroker.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
good pull.
I have a little connection coming here. So, production budget, box office, all this stuff. Can't get any numbers domestic because it's a Netflix movie. I couldn't find any budget. I don't know if you did any poke around, but this was released in a theater or two in the UK and South Korea, where it made maybe one fanatic. I forget the math on it.
I'll tell you the math in a second.
Internationally, it made $3,053.
That's 97% of a fanatic. Believe it or not. The fanatic made amazing. Exactly $100 more. Exactly. $3,153.
All it is, I mean, ticket prices, if we're looking at what, an average of $10-12 wherever at the time, whatever. Yeah. That's just
something that's divisible by 53, I guess.
Yeah. Another 10 people needed to go see it. Amazing.
Yep.
All right.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, you hate to see it. That's the first movie that's made less than Fanatic.
Yep.
Than the Fanatic.
Our new lowest box office.
Oh, man. Are we have to call them outsiders now?
No,
absolutely
no. It wasn't released domestically. It's
right. Rotten Tomatoes, 17% from the critics, 67% from the audience.
Yeah, I give this a 17%. It's definitely not the worst movie we've done.
No, I don't. I mean, if we're gonna get into it here, it's got a lot of problems. It's
yeah, definitely.
I think actually, and the most glaring problem, Jared Leto, actually is probably the least of the problems because it's just so generic.
Yeah.
There's nothing to it. It's just generic. And boring.
So boring.
Yeah, they could have made this interesting, but they didn't. Yeah. So, fast facts.
Back me, daddy. The street team loves that. We're gonna keep doing it for them.
I don't think the street team does that. I don't. Do they? Do they really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's only Beth. So
here's a fast fact for you. Jared Leto grew out his hair and beard for most of 2016 to prepare for the role of Nick Lowell and have the appearance of an American prisoner of war.
What? That's the most Jared Leto sentence anyone has ever said. Just the worst.
Jared Leto, stop being Jared Leto. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Moving on. So we got some casting stuff here. A lot of tiebacks here to
oh no,
what was things we already said. So at one point, Japanese filmmaker Takashi Miike, I don't know how to pronounce that, right? Was slated to direct the film with Tom Hardy.
What?
In the titular role there. Yeah. Tom Hardy. Already a better movie with Tom Hardy. Yeah. However, they both dropped out due to scheduling conflicts. Tying it back to the Ren Dog, Jeremy Renner.
Enemy of the pod, Jeremy Renner.
Why is he enemy of the pod now?
I don't know.
Was considered as a replacement before Jared Leto was cast. Also, weird. Another casting one, Michael Fassbender, who I know you don't know who he is, but he's from...
I know who Michael Fassbender is.
Oh, you do? Okay. I'm sorry. Sorry if I'm going by past experiences with you and not recognizing people.
Excuse me. I know who Michael Fassbender is.
Who would have been a great James Bond and still could be a great James Bond, but that's another story, another conversation. I've always thought he should be James Bond, but we'll see if anyone listens to me.
That's a weird hill to die
on. So he was considered to star in it when Daniel Espinosa was set to direct. So Jeremy Renner, Michael Fassbender, Tom Hardy, all could have been Nick Lowell.
Any of those probably would have been better except Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner would have been weird.
It would have been the same or worse.
So another fast fact, because that's what we're doing right now. The film's plot borrows heavily from Kinji Fukasaku's The Yakuza Papers.
Oh, okay.
So that is actually also known as Battles Without Honor and Humanity.
Is it a movie?
Well, it's a series. It's like a series of films and shows in Japan, inspired by a series of magazine articles by, I'm not going to get this person's name correctly, but journalist Koichi Iboshi.
Yeah, probably. That's pretty close.
Based on memoirs originally written by real-life Yakuza Kozu Mino. The film's details Yakuza conflicts in Hiroshima Prefecture. So yeah,
interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So there's like a bunch. It's a whole collection of like different films and I think TV series or something like that. But it came out in like the 70s. So
okay, that's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, the story wasn't bad.
No,
it was fun.
It's not bad. I mean, it's we've seen it a million times. It's just rival gang families. If
I had a nickel.
Immediately following the scene where Ray Nicholson.
Yeah,
coming back here, but it all ties together. Appears as an American businessman, aka the stockbroker.
Yeah,
who negotiates with the Yakuza. This is takes place in the middle of the movie where the two rival families kind of get together and have a chat and try to negotiate a big deal here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Film shifts to a scene in a Japanese nightclub. In a nightclub, the song "Midnight,"
where are you going with this?
The Stars and You plays in the background.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same song which plays at the end of The Shining, which stars Ray's father, Jack Nicholson.
Oh my God.
That's the longest
I hate you.
movie connection thing. I love it.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm just the messenger. Don't kill me.
No. It's not your fault.
And last one, when Jared Leto leaves prison at the beginning of the movie, the car he gets into is a 1960 Chrysler Imperial. But moments later, the viewers are told the film is set in 1954.
That's right.
So, womp womp, someone didn't do their job.
Wow.
Correct.
Actually, that's something I looked into because I was curious. I was like, when did they have automatic windows?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because he just does the Did they have that? Not 19.
In the 40s, apparently, is when they started in luxury cars, which this seems to be.
Yeah. Okay.
And then 1954 is when Chevy, I guess, first introduced automatic windows to their cars. I think Ford did too. So like early 50s, it's actually pretty accurate for that.
Huh.
Wrong car, but
wrong car, but all right. Okay. Well, there you go.
Right technology.
Listener, you have learned so much in the last 10 minutes.
You're welcome.
You want to Hollywood pitch me, motherfucker?
You know I do. I know you do. So I might have taken a little bit of the easy way out here.
Sure did.
Because it's obviously Scarface meets the Wolverine for a number of reasons.
Clearly.
Right?
It's got claws, right?
That's right. It's mostly claws based.
Claws. Yes. Okay, carry
on. So Scarface, both have like questionably ethnic main characters in a place where they don't belong. You've got Al Pacino doing a ruthless Cuban accent.
Say hello to my little friend here, saying like that's not.
No, God.
That's from the movie.
I know. And in this one, we get Jared Leto doing, I think, passable Japanese, but
you mean like
when he speaks Japanese for like half the movie.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. Yeah, people can speak Japanese. That's fine.
Yeah. But I think it's fine. But it's like, why are you in this movie? It shouldn't be.
That's the core of the question. Like, why? Yeah, why? I have so many. Yeah, Emile Hirsch's gonna be great.
Right, just like Al Pacino.
Just like Al Pacino. Why?
Both movies obviously have a prisoner at the beginning who gets out of prison and then works their way up.
Hopefully, what prisoners can do at some point. Yep.
Going out of prison and then working your way up as a low level person in a crime organization to the tippy top.
That's what you want to do, right?
Yep, that's right. Tony Montana, obviously, famously. Drug lord at the end.
Oh, drug lord. Yeah, not cheesemaker. He doesn't make cheese.
Cheesemaker. That's right. I mean, apparently Jared Leto becomes like the Don of the Yakuza.
I have so many questions about that end. I'm like, let's
very frustrating.
Oh, God, okay.
Sorry, let me continue here.
I'm sorry, continue.
They are basically the same movie, right? Both movies have there's like a controversy with fucking the sister.
Oh yeah,
of your friend there, right?
That's wow. Yeah, you did take the easy way out here.
What? It's the same movie.
It really is. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Unnecessary brutality in both movies. More in Scarface. Way more in Scarface.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you got a brutality, you know.
Sure. But like, yeah, I don't know. I guess it was necessary. But they both have a lot of brutality.
I would say in this movie it was less necessary. Or at least there was a couple scenes in there. It was just like, all right, we just linger around. It's just to show off the. Okay, all right, let's move on.
Exactly. And I think that's where the similarities end there. Then the Wolverine, obviously, more similarities. At the beginning,
claws
of both movies, they're both Japanese POWs in World War II.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Remember?
Yep. That's right.
So again, basically the same movie.
Yeah. Okay.
They both have the main character repaying. One of the main characters repaying a life debt, and in the Wolverine, it's Logan is protecting Yukio.
Yep.
And then in this one, Nick has to protect Miyu, but that's like part of the he's linked with Kiyoshi based on their prison experiences and yada.
Yeah, sure.
So it's all got that. Both have lots of Yakuza gangster scenes.
Okay.
Because they're both set in Japan, right?
Yep.
And then there's like a big betrayal in both. In this one, it's the sorry, what's the character's name? Ochori?
Orochi.
Orochi, thank you.
Yeah.
And
Traitor.
then And in the Wolverine, that guy like fakes his own death and like remember, and is like trying to steal Wolverine's powers, and and I think that's kind of where they end. They're again basically the same movie.
All right.
What do you got for me? I cheated. I've seen this movie twice already.
I guess I have too. And I mean, yeah, we've seen this movie a million times already.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going with it's 1989 Michael Douglas noir film Black Rain.
Okay.
Meets American Psycho.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So you see it. You see it all coming together now.
I think I see it. I've never seen Black Rain.
Okay,
so
it's a Ridley Scott jam, kind of a neo noir, movie from the 80s, late 80s. Fun. Yeah, it's actually good, for 80s kind of little action, whatever cop drama thing going on there. Mm-hmm. All the connections are here. So you got kind of the American out of water here, fish out of water, Michael Douglas, white guy in Japan there.
Okay.
Leto, right.
Same as mine.
Yep. Same as yours. Black Rain takes place so the idea is that finding some counterfeit money or whatever, and he partners up with a guy in the Osaka Police Department. They go track down Yakuza.
Yeah.
Takes place in Osaka, which I believe our movie does here. Right?
That's right. Yeah.
Also focused on the Yakuza and rival gangs in Osaka.
Yeah.
Had some mixed reviews, critics, whatever, but praised the
performance with fun.
Yeah, mixed with fun. But some people praised the performances, action sequences, Hans Zimmer's musical score. Didn't know he did that, and direction and editing, which I wouldn't praise the performances. Actually, it's just Jared Leto. He's the only one I wouldn't praise at all in this movie. Yeah, everyone else was fine and or good,
adequate. Yeah.
I think the direction was fine. The editing was generally fine, right?
Yeah.
So. But Black Rain was criticized for screenwriting and its cliched story and lack of character development.
Really?
Which this movie,
what character development?
pretty cliched. So
yep.
That's Black Rain meets American Psycho. We got a couple connections here. Jared Leto gets killed in American Psycho. He's in American Psycho.
Wait, he dies?
Yeah, he's the one who gets the axe in the head when he's getting the...
Oh, right. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in a darn time.
Me neither. So we got that connection. Jared Leto's in it. And then Jared Leto in this movie kind of is just an American psycho. Like, he's an American who's a psycho, just kind of killing people.
Yeah.
So...
And he looks a little like Christian Bale.
A little bit. I mean, when it comes down to it, Christian Bale is Jared Leto. Jared Leto playing Jared Leto as Christian Bale. So it's
no Sandra Bullock, Julia Roberts situation, but pretty close.
Jared Leto went full method to be Christian Bale. So,
That's right.
And I think that's it. Those are my connections. So Black Rain meets American Psycho.
Oh, great job, us.
Hey, we did good here. When do we not?
Great point.
Can't admit defeat.
When do we not?
Never surrender. Okay. Are we breaking this movie down?
Let's talk about that. Netflix.
Yeah.
Starting off strong.
Yeah, we get, of course, Netflix. You get the Waypoint. I don't know who they are. Linson Entertainment.
I know. I should have looked it up.
I know. We haven't done that in a long time, huh?
Probably money laundering, though.
Yeah. Is it money laundering or not?
Most likely
is. Yeah, I have to assume. Like, I'm not going to...
Not going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I'd be doing a disservice to everyone if I just... So we get the opening here, right? And we're in prison, right?
Yeah.
And basically
looking very Morbius.
Yeah. Mighty Morbin time. Let's do it. Jared Leto looking Morbius and just cleaning the place up, doing some sweeping, doing some mopping, and then some and he's like doing some sweeping and mopping, right? And then some bad dudes come walking by, right? More Yakuza, gang members of some sort, right?
Bad dudes or cool dudes.
That's true. That's true.
Because you can't really tell what his opinion is until you're like, oh no, he thinks they're cool.
Yeah, he's like, I think they're cool. And then he opens up a door in another room, like a bath kind of house room space, whatever.
Yep. And
he sees a dude hanging in the corner, right? So obviously those cool dudes were hanging the dude. So
maybe ignoring. He's just hanging out.
He is hanging. He is okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, yeah. So Jared Leto sees a guy hanging. He goes over. He's like, "Let's go, Cal, save you," and he saves him, right?
Yep.
That's pretty much it. And then we're still in the prison. And we cut to basically the guards beating on Leto and this other guy who we'll find out is Kiyoshi,
right?
And just kind of beating on him. And he's like, "You're never gonna get out of here. Not important."
Like guards
blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But it seems like the Kiyoshi's kind of important, at least somewhat.
To the movie or like in general? Like, you think the guards
like
think he's important?
Yeah, like he's an important, like, kind of like, hey, you're gonna be here forever. You're not getting out of here. I mean, I think it's just.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I didn't get that.
Yeah, I thought I took it. Between him being hanged by other cool dudes, and then I don't know.
Right. I guess that's fair.
Why are the police just picking on him? So, anyways,
I don't know, man. They're just dicks.
Yeah, that's true. And then we learn that Leto doesn't speak Japanese here.
Yep.
But he does. But he doesn't. So.
Well, he will later, right?
He will later, yes, because it's an epic, and you have to learn Japanese in an epic.
Right. Presumably, at this point, it's like 1945. I don't know.
Oh,
did he end up here after the war? Did he go to prison for 10 years? I think that might be.
Oh, he. I think like his backstory there is he 9 years after the Pacific War. You're right, United States Marine Corps. Yeah, captain. Yeah, Marine Corps. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. By the way.
Nice. Presumably, he's been in prison for 9 years. That's what I'm thinking. Like,
yeah, I think I was reading somewhere else, like his backstory is that once he gets out of prison, he's kind of or not out of prison, but he lives war, and then he's kind of just he gets arrested for like pickpocketing or something like that. I don't think he's like a prisoner of war. I don't know. Maybe that's from something else I read. I don't know. Okay. I'm skipping all this.
Yeah, who cares?
All right. So they throw Leto in solitary, and Leto in solitary.
Kyoshi.
Yeah. And then he gets hosed down. This was like one of 2 or maybe 3 times they did this thing where he's kind of looking out in the distance in the sky and like a helicopter goes by. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I feel like it was more than twice.
Oh, really?
I feel like it happened a lot.
I feel, yeah. Well, all right. Anyways, well, I noticed like I don't know. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Maybe
I don't know. I think it was a theme of
PTSD, maybe, about or something.
Military. Yeah, something stupid.
Which didn't make any. All right, so then we're in a prison cell, and Leto's just hanging out, right? And Kyoshi gets tossed in there with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of later on, right?
It's like a prison montage. There's like food cart goes by. It takes like a minute. Yeah,
it's not. It's a short.
Everything takes way too long in this movie.
Yeah. Well, then this is just kind of what kicks things off here, right? So Kyoshi's like, hey, I got a plan to get out of here. So if I commit suicide, if someone commits suicide, they get brought to the hospital. My boys will come and pick me up from there. If you help me out, my boys will come get you.
Yeah.
See how this works?
Sounds sick.
Sounds great. Great plan. I love it. I don't have to hurt myself. You do, right?
Yeah, nice and easy.
So he's like, hey, when I go to commit suicide here, call up the boys. But before that, so that's the plan. Then we get like pointless. I don't know what. So they're in like the work yard and they're like working.
Yeah, they do like a forced labor scene. And this is another thing where I was like, wait, why is he the only one with a beard?
Yeah,
like none of the other prisoners have beards, and I'm like, are they really?
He's American
shaving
GI.
Every day.
He's a GI. That's why.
I guess.
Yeah, so I was like, so I guess maybe to show these 2 guys are kind of building a relationship.
I think they tried to fast forward through 9 years of prison.
Yeah.
I don't know. Stupid.
Yeah. Because it didn't make sense. It all felt like it was all within the same, short period of time. Anyways, so then they, they're eating rice balls, and then we're back in the bathhouse again, and we get those cool dudes kind of eyeing Leto from, probably saving the guy, and, they're not happy about that.
Yeah.
Got back to the prison cell. Leto's kind of sharpening something up there. I don't know what it was. And then
it was the shiv.
Oh, was it the thing? Okay.
I just cut himself open in a second.
Maybe I just missed that cut because it was like, what's he sharpening? And I just went to him having it in his hand, but I didn't see him.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever. Doesn't matter. He's got it.
Yeah.
So
Yoshi takes his shirt off and he's got all his dope tattoos out and he's like, you got to keep me from dying. Don't forget. Make sure the guards come to get me.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? And then he just slices across his stomach and makes
oh boy.
And it's holding the guy's intestines inside him. It's guards.
Emergency. We've got an emergency.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. And then the guards finally show up. They come in and they take Kyoshi out, right?
Yep.
And then we got just back in prison. We got Leto walking.
Yep. People counting. Lots of counting.
And then
no wonder this is 2 hours. Everything just takes 1,000 years.
Yeah, they're trying for that slow burn noir thing, but it's not really working all that well.
Yeah, and then because this is the credits.
Yeah.
That was the intro, and that's 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think that was okay. So
exhausting.
Kind of see what they're doing, but I don't like it. So then the opening credits roll. These felt like the Netflix Marvel TV show.
Yes,
they felt like the same team they have do those credits must have done this.
Definitely, yeah, and not in a good way.
Yeah, I mean the Marvel ones are really good.
This was
fine. Yeah. It was just kind of showing clips of the movie.
Yeah,
which I
It's like, oh, tattoos and sumo and guys in suits and money and women and
I think it's it's probably like a throwback to like some of those 70s, flicks that had the opening credits, but it didn't come off.
It didn't
correctly.
land. Yeah, I agree. And that's when we get our title card, The Outsider.
The Outsider.
The titular outsider.
Yes.
Is Jared Leto.
So on the outside, he's going to be on the inside. Yeah. The outsider. Well,
not anymore. He's getting out of prison.
Sorry, that's Armando in the background. I apologize if you hear Armando in the background. He's fine. He's just okay. All right, Armando. Easy boy.
Is he fine? He's a cutie.
He's adorable. Shut up. All right.
You can't see it, but he's frothing at the mouth. It's adorable.
It's adorable. It's just drool everywhere. Okay, so then we're outside, and this is where we get the shot of him getting picked up by his new friends there, right?
Yep.
And then
his beard's gone.
His beard's gone. He's all clean shaven. He rolls down the window, smells some fresh air. He's out, and then we get the title card, Osaka, 1954.
And it's like from the trailer, that like drive up the mountain sunrise kind of thing.
Yeah. And then we're in a meeting, right? A little meeting. We're in a room. We got some suits hanging out. Leto he's getting a thank you for saving. Now he's in like with the
family.
The family here. I forget which one. So they Shimatsu.
Shiromatsu, yeah.
Shiromatsu, yeah. Okay, thank you. The Shiromatsu family here, which Kayoshi's a part of. They're thanking him, thanks for saving him, whatever. They offer him a job.
Yeah, basically. They're like, do you speak Japanese? And he's like, no.
He's like, whatever you just said, I know the answer is no.
And they've got a problem with an American. That's the job. And so they're like, they've been trying to reason with him. They need a little help reasoning with him,
if you know what we mean.
And he's like, maybe I could help with that.
Maybe I can help with some reasoning.
And they're like, great.
So then there's these really slow shots of like him like going into like a speakeasy or the club or something, right? One of the clubs that they run, I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, he's like walking around the street markets and stuff. Like sex workers are offering him discounts. Weirdly, they're like, "We'll give you a discount." Like, wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, okay.
We're just trying to get Jared. Like, Jared's like, no one's called me handsome in a while. Can you make sure that somebody...
let me walk around for my own self.
I know I don't get to be Morbius ripped that much in this movie, but can you...
But I'm still kind of ripped, so...
Yeah.
So they're like, just walking around, and one of the sidekicks there drops him off at like the bar, right? Yep. And this is where he meets Miyu, right? Miyu. She's the
exactly. He's like the host,
waitress,
party full of suit guys. Yep, exactly. There's card games, there's gambling. Yeah. He's in a t-shirt looking like an asshole. Everybody's all suited up.
It's like, come on, man, grow up.
And then that's when Miyu shows up. Hey, cowboy,
American beer, and he pays 100 something for it, right?
I'm assuming yen.
And then we get some like other GI jabronis roll in. He kind of eyes him as like. Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't pay off at all, anyways.
Well, so he like leaves immediately. You can tell he doesn't want to be associated with.
Yeah. He has.
Like, interesting.
Let me just get out of here, right? And then he's all of a sudden in his apartment.
That'll come back later.
Yeah, it does.
It's a bedroom at the inn because remember the guy gives him money and it's like get some sleep at the inn tonight and like someone's gonna come for you in the morning.
Right.
So this is the inn.
Yep. And then he's just drinking alone, staring at himself in the mirror. Who am I? What am I?
Yeah.
What have I done? Right.
Yep, exactly. Then we get the bridge from the trailer.
Yep, bridge from the trailer, car ride, shots from the trailer, aka Detroit.
Yeah.
We're at like a factory now, right?
Yep, he's going to help with the reasoning.
Go talk to Anthony Peretti.
Yeah.
Guys, huh?
Nice abandoned factory you got here.
You mean shame if something happened to it.
Somebody spilled something on the floor or something.
Huh?
Johnny slipped.
Don't make my buddy spill something on the floor. You know Bonesis? Right. We know Bonesis.
We know Bonesis.
So yeah, he's just a scrapyard guy who's like,
he's like, this guy said about a contract. We could get this guy to the top.
Yeah. So I guess
he's wearing a t-shirt. He's official.
Yeah. So they send in Nick here, Jared Leto, to go in and convince because he's American, right? So he's like talking, whatever. Hey, so this Panetti guy is dealing with the other family here, the other gang, right?
Panetti's a regular Pacino. Yeah,
he's a regular Pacino, and he's just like it's actually an extended version of stuff from the trailer of him just being kind of a racist asshole, right?
Not being kind of racist. He literally says like every slur you can possibly think of for Asian people. And you're like, this is horrible. You're like,
So
this guy is gonna get what he gets.
He's gonna
thankfully.
get what he gets. And Jared, he's taking in the culture, so he decides to hit him over the head with a typewriter.
Right, Yakuza culture, yeah.
So yeah, getting into it.
And like bashes him a lot. Like I could have sworn he was dead. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And
typewriters are heavy as fuck.
Yeah, I mean back then, 1954 typewriters.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, my parents had like an 80s typewriter, and that was wicked heavy. And
you hit him like 3 or 4 times.
Far technology came.
I know. Lighter typewriters is the future. Yeah, so he just smashed this guy over the head. I was sure he was dead. He gets back, heads back out, meets up with his bros, and he's like, he's not gonna die. He'll be fine. I think. Yeah. I hope.
Well, Kiyoshi's like, did you kill him? And he's like, he'll live. Seems unlikely. If he does, it's not going to be well.
Yeah.
His brain is mush now.
So then we get
it's jazz time, baby.
Yeah. And they they drive away, and now it's going to the nighttime, yeah, right? And then
nighttime cityscape. He's clean.
Then we hit the strip club, right?
Yeah.
Little Gentleman Wednesday over there, and start telling jokes, and he tells a bad penguin joke, and they pity laugh for him.
Yeah, well, everyone's doing like, I don't know. This scene was just weird in general because like everyone's doing bad impressions and not good jokes anyway, and then Nick also does a bad joke.
Yeah,
and everyone's like, that's not funny.
That's not funny at all. Well, he had to get it translated. Kiyoshi translated it for him.
Yeah, which he did not do a great job.
No, he didn't. He doesn't know how to set up and punchline. Come on, man.
Yeah, he's basically just like laugh. It means
just
laugh. Just laugh.
Yeah, just laugh. So,
but then the Seizu family shows up.
Oh right, yeah. I was like, wait, what happens? Oh yeah, right.
You watch the movie?
Watch it right now, kind of. Just keep talking.
Yeah. So apparently the Seizu family made a deal with the GIs.
Right. And Anthony Panetti up there.
That's right. Tony Pacino Panetti.
That's right. I'm all right. It's just a head wound. Just a light head wound.
Just a head wound. And basically they like pick on him a bunch for they pick on Team Shiramatsu for having a white guy around. They're like,
right.
Look at this clown.
Come on. Really?
Which then Nick like gets up and like smashes a glass on his face. There's a weird line right before the instigating line of him smashing glass on his face is that he's like, we're going to take your women and your dirty balls. And you're like,
I don't think you want to try that one again. I don't think that one landed there,
guy. Mistranslated.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't speak Japanese.
I don't either, but yeah, that was I don't think that came across correctly.
Yeah, but that is a cause for Nick to get up and like just smash a glass on this guy's face.
No one's taking our dirty balls.
Not my dirty balls.
Not my dirty balls, which are perfectly clean, by the way. Leto clean.
Leto clean. So smooth.
So smooth. Need an aftershave? Get Leto clean. Jared Leto, if you want to go into business together, just give us the money.
Yeah, we'll do whatever you want.
We know.
So then the guns get pulled and the guy's like, I'm not leaving. And then he walks away.
Yeah.
Wait.
Is that another translation thing going on here? Dirty balls and I'm not leaving. And he walks away.
I don't know. And then everyone's just like, where are the dancers? Dance.
If you want to dance with them.
Yeah. Basically. And then it's like, all right, well, party time.
Next scene. He heads upstairs and there's some kids hanging out in the hallway.
Yeah.
Actually, isn't one of the kids, is that the kid? No, I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
This is one of their attempts at noiring. Where they're like, oh, look, it's so atmospheric. And then he just like lies in bed and stares at nothing. You're like,
yeah,
good scene.
Good stuff. Getting what he's feeling here. And he's having a hard time sleeping. And then they show maybe the PTSD from the prison and whatever else, right? So he was trying to sleep and having a hard time, wakes up and he moves the blankets to the floor and kind of showing he's having some problems, some little mental health problems there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he wakes in the middle of the night with a car horn, leaves his apartment, gets in the car with his new friends.
So we walk around outside for a little bit. Kiyoshi's sitting in silence. Some guy just drives. It's been a half an hour somehow of this movie already. Nothing has happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate it.
And then they go to an apartment and he's like, oh, nice apartment. He's like, it's yours if you want it, bro. And he's like,
which I was like, wait, what?
By the way, we got your one suit for you. You're gonna wear every single day. It's in the closet.
Yeah. All you gotta do is bash a couple of guys in the face and like look what it gets you. And then like the music I feel like didn't fit in this scene. It was like,
I don't even remember what it was.
It was weird. And then we cut to the train, and then it's like the stage show. Like I feel like this movie again. It's like they're trying to do a noir thing, and it's not working.
It's not quite. Not quite. So maybe
Yeah.
the direction isn't good. I was giving him kudos for directing, but yeah, you're right. If he's trying to do like a homage to like the 70s Japanese
I think so.
Yakuza movies, like noir ones, and with like a noir thing, like a Nicholas Winding Refn kind of
Yeah.
drive / God Only Forgives kind of vibe.
Yeah.
You gotta be better at it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I don't
not
know, like good ideas, but I think you gotta get into it. So, anyways, yeah, and they're at the play, right?
Yep.
And then we just get Leto face.
Yeah.
Leto Clean. Get a jar of it today. This episode's brought to you by Leto Clean.
Leto Clean. The
Don't-
saltiest soap.
don't let yourself get dirty. You see what I did there, huh? Don't let yourself get a dirty over there. It's an Italian
no.
product.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Classic Panetti.
Yep. Brought to you, creative CEO Anthony Panetti. Okay. So we're in a gambling room. We're doing some gambling, right? Or is there more noir-y stuff going on?
No, well, they do like this. There's like the whole stage show thing from the
Right.
trailer with like the stabbing and the
Yeah.
it's dramatic.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah. That's supposed to be like an analogy for violence and life and art imitating life. Like, what do we do?
Yeah,
here?
and I thought it was gonna be like they're kind of doing like a Romeo and Juliet thing.
Yeah.
Where like, well, kind of. The
Kind
guy
of.
stabs the woman and then
Yeah.
kills-
And kills himself.
You're like-
Yeah. The old murder suey.
which I was like, maybe that's where this is gonna go. I don't know.
Yeah.
At this point, I was hoping that would be the case because
Yeah.
it probably would have been more interesting than what happens. But we'll get there.
We get Leto face, and then we're
Following Kiyoshi through some hallways, right?
more hallway, more walking, more cool tracking shots.
Walking, talking.
Because there's nothing. Yeah, walk and talk. Actually, we're knocking. We're just knocking. We're not talking.
Right. But that's when everything goes quiet, right?
Yes.
So
So we get this. They walk Kiyoshi and Leto there. They walk into like a little underground kind of gambling room, right? There's money getting
Yeah.
tossed around. Everyone's I get my money. Where my money? And then Kiyoshi's like, "What's up, fellas?" And they all go quiet.
record
And then-
scratch. Yeah.
Yeah, record scratch. And then they're like, "Oh boy!" And then he goes over. He's like, "Get out of the room, clear the room." And we got the
He's
guy
like,
who's
in charge.
yeah, who's in charge? And we get this big guy sitting and being like, "It's me." over
Kimura.
here."
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're chatting away for a bit, and Kiyoshi's
Well, it's
slapping
weird 'cause
around.
Nick like introduces himself and he's like there, and then Kiyoshi's like, well, Nick wants to play cards, and he's like, I don't work with Americans. And
Taking
then
him on.
yeah, it's weird. And then he starts asking him who owns Osaka, trying to get him to say Shiramatsu, and starts slapping him. He's like, that's Mr. Shiramatsu to you.
Yeah, get it right.
And then there's like some more drama, and Kiyoshi's like, everyone get out of here. They got to pay your debts to Mr. Shiramatsu, not
Right.
Seizu
yeah.
garbage that's going around here.
Right. Don't need that.
And then Kimura basically tries to like bargain for his life. He's like, I'll pay you double whatever they're paying you. I just want to not die right now. And but doesn't work.
Fiddle me once, Shame
Fiddle
on
me
you.
twice.
Fiddle me twice. Now you're on the roof,
That's right. So Nick throat punches him.
Yeah, just
And
out of
then-
nowhere. Like, kapow.
It's pretty funny.
Take that. Kapow. It's like,
I was like, wait, what?
whoa.
And then Kyoshi stabs him in the neck, like from the trailer, like a lot.
Yeah, it's off from the trailer. Yeah. The throat punch, then the stabbing.
And then they rob him.
Then they rob him. It's like, I don't know, pick one or the other. Like throat punch,
Reflex.
you could just stab him,
It's the best.
And then we're at the bar.
Yep. Nick's just drinking alone and
Reflecting on life, right? And then we got Kyoshi, and I kept calling him the other dude because I didn't know his name, but Orochi, right?
Orochi. Yep.
Orochi's there, and they're chatting about Leto, and he's just kind of like asking him, like, why is this guy still around,
Yeah.
And he's like, he tells Kyoshi, like, send him away, get him out of here,
Yeah.
You don't owe him anything anymore, you did your thing.
Which, I mean, he does.
Yeah, he does forever. It was in his life. And Kyoshi's like, no, whatever. And then this whole sequence just like, oh my goodness gracious.
Well,
So they finish their conversation, right? And Kyoshi like goes over to like an overlook, right? And looks downstairs, there's a band playing, there's people dancing.
Wait, but before that,
Oh, there's more. Oh, what am I missing?
before that, that's when Nick like walks over and when they're having this conversation, and he's like, they do a bunch of exposition about when you dishonor your boss, you chop off your fingers.
Oh yeah, right. Oh geez, yeah. I think I glazed over at that point, but yeah. That's right.
That's going to come back in a minute.
It's definitely gonna come back in a minute. That's right. And then Kyoshi's like, oh, I've never dishonored my boss.
Right.
Like, oh, yeah.
He's like, why are your fingers fine? He's like, I don't know, dumb luck.
Yeah, because I'm just I don't dishonor.
Right.
Right.
But then that's when he walks over to the
yeah.
balcony thing and like sees Miyu dancing.
Right. which we will find out shortly that it's his sister.
Mhm.
And then he goes down to go grab her, pulls her off the dance floor or whatever. Yeah. And then Nick is like, "Oh, what's going on down there?" And Orochi sees him seeing her, the old people watching people move.
That's right.
Orochi was doing the three-way people watch.
The three-way watch. That's right.
Three-way watch. So then, then Nick Ikoshi's like, "Hey, sis, you shouldn't be here. This is dangerous. What if whoever comes in here and with guns and you gotta get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I can do what I want. I'm an adult now. And he's like, no, go home. You need to go home. And then Nick just happens to show up.
Yeah. He's like, Nick, take my sister home.
Yeah, he's like, Nick, take my drunk sister home. She's too drunk. She's drunk, drunkity drunk. It's like, Jesus, gross. But I think he really just wanted him to give her a ride home, not do what he's gonna do. So then, we get them, from
the trailer again, like faces in the car.
Yeah, this is such a this sequence is such an eye roll moment. It was like, ugh, God, I hate all of this. Shot from the trailer. Then we get to his sister's house.
Yep, exactly.
And she's like, thanks. He's like, you're welcome. And
all right, let's talk about the script here for a second, because this is one of the big problems with this movie. Yeah, is like, so she turns around at the door. Thank you for taking me home. Yeah, I'm gonna close the door now. You're very beautiful. Thank you. You're welcome. You want to come inside? Yes. You're like, what? What is this writing?
I mean, I think I get what he's going for, trying to keep it, like a noir, you know what I mean? Like heavy, but just
so frustrating.
Also, I gotta say, and we'll get to the ameliorator, but Jared Leto, what is he even in this movie? It's just his face. Did he
he's usually not the worst actor?
I mean, he's won an Academy Award, so I mean something, right?
That's right.
And people keep putting him in movies.
He can be good at acting. I've seen it.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure if I've seen
adequate.
Adequate, right?
Yeah.
He's just not even. He's just like a
sack of bricks. Yeah, it's horrible.
Like someone flipped the Leto switch off.
But then we just get a quick finger shot of
easy there.
Someone watching from a car outside. Curse you, He-Man!
Damn you, Skeletor, you're back again. And it's clear that he's got tattoos on his hand and his knuckles. So kind of look, who's this spying on me? I mean,
one of them.
I mean, it's pretty
some
obvious.
Kind of Yakuza guy.
I mean, it's pretty obvious it's Orochi, right? But anyways, so we cut back inside, right? And
I guess it's the next morning.
Yeah, next morning.
Apparently.
They clearly got it. Mm-hmm.
It's rainy.
Of course it is.
She's naked. We see her back piece.
Yeah.
Like, cool tattoo, bro.
And then he's like putting his suit on, suiting up, Yeah.
He's already like in his suit, ready to go. He's like, I should go.
He's literally just buttoning up his jacket. He's like,
what is this scene?
Yeah.
God damn it. Cut half this movie. We'll ameliorate it later.
All right. So then we're in a market or something, right?
Yeah. He's like covering his head with a newspaper. It's very like tropey that you're like, nobody does that.
No one reads a newspaper. Oh, wait,
it's raining and I'm covering my head with a newspaper.
It's raining cats and dogs out here.
Yeah. Like, it's not going to help.
No, the paper's just going to get wet and turn to mush.
You're going to get ink all over you. It's going to be worse. But he finds Kiyoshi at a table where it's not raining.
Right. He's covered up, right?
Around the corner. Yeah. And he sits with him and they're having breakfast. And Kiyoshi's like, all right, new job.
You in?
Yeah.
You in, motherfucker?
Like the army's taking some guns back to US to sell, and something about Shiramatsu. We can't know that we're involved, but also we need to be involved. We got to get those guns and whatever. Do you get it? And he's like, yeah. The whole movie, all of his lines.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And Kiyoshi's like, if everything goes right, everything changes for us. And if it goes wrong, it all comes down on you. And he's like, okay.
Okay. He's like, all right.
It's so stupid.
So then he's driving, right? He's driving around a truck. Heading to docks, right?
A guard like lets him into the docks. And you're like, wait, why would you let him into the military area? Whatever.
Right, because he's the white guy and he looks like a military. He's obviously right. Oh, only white guy around. Okay, we'll let you in.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty, have a good day.
You got the newspaper for your head. Keep you dry.
Oh, here's the latest edition. case it rains out there. Beep beep. So then he goes in and he goes into the warehouse here, kind of like looking around, right? And then obviously because there's a deal supposed to be happening, but we got a dead guy.
Dead guy on the floor. You hate to see it.
Yeah, dead guy on the floor.
Yeah, there's a song there.
Yeah, it is. How did he get here?
And then Glasshead comes back.
Glasshead, yes, right, from earlier, right?
Yeah, and he's
Smash Mouth.
Yeah, like, well, what do we have here? In Japanese, and
yeah, it wasn't Anthony Panetti, by the way. Anthony Panetti's in a coma right now.
Yeah, no, it's just Glasshead.
It's Glassface guy.
And then he's got a posse with him, so he feels a little more confident. And Nick does not have a posse with him, so
Nick is solo.
He just gets slapped.
Yeah.
It's so weird. And then Glasshead's like, your skin's so soft. What?
And Nick's like, yeah, you might say it's Leto clean.
That's right. These nuts
are not dirty. I don't know what's going on here.
No, there's no setup for that.
No, there's nothing going on here.
And he's like, where's the money? And Nick's like, I don't speak Japanese.
Yeah, like did he learn how to speak Japanese?
I think at this point.
Okay.
I don't know. And then
anyways, yeah.
But he also doesn't know where the money is anyway. So then basically Glasshead's like, all right, kill this guy to his men. Yeah. Which they kind of try to. Like they do the kneeling from the trailer bit.
Yep.
And then he disarms the main guy, kills the other two guys.
In such slow motion too.
Yeah, so stupid.
Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah.
And then like he's threatening this room and he's like, where are the guns? And everyone's like, no one knows.
It's a setup. It's a setup. Yeah, we're all being set up.
Yeah. And then leaves two guys alive, and that's basically it. So then we cut to the conference room.
Yeah, we're in the boss's house here, right?
Yeah. And Kiyoshi's like, I kept calling him father because they kept calling him father.
Father.
So Kiyoshi apologizes to daddy. Okay. He's like, it was my idea. And Nick's like, no, it was my idea. And he's like, hey, speak Japanese here. I'll cut your head off. You're like, wait.
Okay.
Right?
Hey, you over there. You speak Japanese in this room. I'll cut your goddamn head off.
Like, all right.
All right.
What daddy wants, daddy gets.
Mum's the word over here. I'm not saying nothing.
And then basically they just like argue with each other a bunch about how there must be a spy that tipped somebody off in the crew.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, who could it possibly have been?
Orochi's like, not me.
What?
Why? How could it be me? It's not me.
A spy?
In our midst? Oh boy. So then there's a leak in the team. There's a leak in the dam here.
Yep.
Somewhere. But did you already talk about how Kiyoshi is defending Jared Leto and all that?
Yeah. That was when I was saying he was like, it's all my fault. And
Right. But basically the old daddy boss here, he's worried about like a war starting, basically.
Mr. Shiramatsu to you.
I'm sorry, Russ. Mr. Shiramatsu. I think he's worried about like a gang war, like a war starting because like they left two, right?
Right, exactly. So, because two people died.
Yeah, because they killed the two.
Right, frowned upon. No one wants a war with the Seizu family. So we kind of like cut from the boardroom to the main office, I guess. Call back to earlier. Nick's just like slowly chops off the tip of his pinky with a knife and hands it to it. And he's like,
it's a very formal process here.
Yeah. So, and then he goes back over again and cuts off the tip of his ring finger.
Yeah, did he have to do two?
No, I think he's just trying to be ballsy.
So I wasn't sure if he was trying to be ballsy or the two was for each thing he did. So he killed the two guys. So I thought it was one for each guy.
Oh, maybe.
And then Kiyoshi does the same thing. He's got to lose a little tip.
Yeah, and well, that's when Orochi's like, "Hey, by the way, Nick fucked your sister."
Yeah. I just cut off my finger, what? And you're gonna follow up with that news?
Yeah, exactly.
Fast fact: Jared Leto actually cut off his fingers because he's that method. So.
That's right.
Go ahead, Google that. Double check it.
Mm-hmm.
So then, we get a whole bunch of stuff going on here, right?
Yeah. And Daddy's like, good,
excellent. I feel like cutting off finger. I mean, I don't know. I guess you got to show a sign of you did respect.
Yeah, but fingers are useful for.
Yeah, like that's my problem. It's like you would.
Why would you handicap your soldiers?
Yeah, right. Like
oh, okay, sick. Yeah, you definitely don't have any use for fingers. Like,
yeah, you know what you can't hold without fingers? Fucking
guns?
sword.
Swords, guns, strangling people,
newspaper to cover yourself from the rain.
Mm-hmm.
You're useless.
Yeah,
for a gang, you're not gonna get hired.
You want most of your fingers.
You want most of your fingers
if you can keep them.
Yes. Okay. So
then we cut to a hallway, which is apparently in like the Seizu building or whatever, right? Like Nick gets in an elevator and rides up to apparently Seizu's office.
Yeah, and then one guy just comes in a little box, right?
Yeah, Glasshead.
He's
like, Glasshead, open the box.
Open the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? Mm-hmm. Gwyneth Paltrow's head again, tiny one. So they pop it open, and he puts the three fingers out on the table. Yeah, fingers have been delivered. Leto fingers.
Yeah,
and then he's like the boss there. He's like, so can we trust our guy there, the traitor?
Yeah.
So we know
like,
someone's
for sure.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, things are good.
Definitely.
And
which is a great point to leave off on, I think.
I think so too. That I'm so the cliffhanger right there. I'm on the cliff, right? You know, will I jump? No, but I'm hanging on it. You know.
Yep.
I'm
will Seizu get more fingertips later?
Will Leto grow his fingers back?
Or grow his beard back?
Or grow both back?
Will he Romeo and Juliet himself at the end?
Is Emile Hirsch really in this movie?
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out.
Find out in part 2.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back on Thursday with part 2. In the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram at It's This Meets That. We're ITMT Pod on Twitter. We're now on YouTube. You can go over there and listen to us and follow and subscribe over there.
Yep.
Or wherever else you listen to podcasts. And if you got a friend, share us.
Probably like podcasts.
Yeah,
right?
Share us with your friends.
Podcast people stick together.
I think so.
Yeah, so help us out. And speaking of helping us out, something else you can do for us, write a review. 5 stars would be nice. Maybe a comment. Apple, Spotify, wherever you're allowed to do such things. Or if you want to give us longer form feedback and you're feeling old fashioned, you can send us an email. It's justmeetthat@gmail.com. We'll read them in Trailer Trash in our fan service segment, as always. Or you can go to the website where we have the whole ITMT back catalog, over 200 episodes, countless hours of
my god
hilarity. Some say
street team mostly.
Yeah, that's right. Well, the street team is hype. Beth is on top of her game. Yeah. But anyway, find more information about Beth and the rest of our the ITMT crew at itsistmeetsthat.com.